It is Community Energy Thursday, and tonight we're going to be working on allowing yourself to take the time you need, like allowing yourself to be imperfect, to take the time. I'm someone who really struggles with going from A to Z like that, right? Just like as quick as possible. And that's not the point of life. We need to experience B and C and D, and it can be challenging too. So let's get to work. And if you're new here, welcome. Community Energy Thursday is the best day of the month, typically the first Thursday of the month. And it's where we come together and do community support, community energy healing. And if it's your first time, welcome. I was an advanced practitioner of integrative energy therapy, which is similar to Reiki. I am now a master instructor. I just got certified a weekend ago. It's 2 weekends ago. Yeah. So let's try some new things together. Okay, let's get started. Really just feel where you're at. Feel where you're at. Feel your body. Take a few deep breaths. Let the backpack you're carrying come off of your back. Let yourself just really relax. We're going to wrap ourselves up in a bubble of light, that which only is of your highest good, joy, peace, your most loving, kindest, healthiest, wisest, most wonderful and best good and divine law and order can come through this bubble of light that we have created. And like always, if you're new, I make pained faces, I burp, I yawn. You can do these things too. It's just a way for the energy to move and have a release. So do not worry if you look at my face and you're like, oh, is she okay? I'm okay. It will pass. The same with you. Just keep breathing if you find yourself in like a situation that feels a little tense. And so then we thank the earth first. Thank you, earth, for being here, for allowing us so much. And thank you for those who have stewarded the land for so many generations, including the land we're on right now. And we thank our spirit team, our angels, our beloved ancestors, our beloved past ones, our beloved past animals, our spirit guides, and others, master healers and teachers. And we ask you to, along with the earth, watch over us today, help us heal what we need to heal, shift what we need to shift, integrate what we need to integrate, hear what we need to hear in a way that's best for our own mind, body, and spirit, in a complete way, in a gentle way. Okay. I'm going to connect to your energy. Now is the perfect time to set your own intention. Perhaps you know something that you're rushing a bit, or that you want that like beginner wobbly stages to just be over and just be, in your final destination, in your final journey. Or maybe you don't know and you're just like kind of feeling iffy about the whole time thing and where you are. Or you could just be here to receive whatever you need to receive. Whatever it is, just open yourself up, set your own intention, and I'll connect to your energy. And as a reminder, energy knows no time or space. So if you're watching this in the future or in the past, a recording, you can watch this multiple times. The energy will find you. Ooh, hands feeling tingly today. Okay, are we good? Yes. Already getting emotional. The first thing I was connecting to, that I saw while I was connecting to you, to your energy, was an hourglass, was time. And I think our perception of time and of society's timeline creates a lot of pressure on us. So we're just going to hold this. We're holding this image, we're holding this idea, these beliefs, and seeing if we can shift them, if there's some wiggle room here to maybe believe something new, to shift this limiting belief, if that is something you hold. And I'm seeing us look at time curiously, like, yes, it is needed for so many things and also not for other things. And so we can still hold time and just think of it as time. We do not need to have a timetable for our lives. We do not need to have a timetable for our dreams, our goals, the things that we want to accomplish. Even though, whew, I feel it when I say that. Okay, let's hold that. We get to have our own timeline. Can I take that off? Yeah. So we're just taking off releasing some energy. Not a vacuum, a magnet. Yeah. So I'm going to take a magnet, run it over your body, and whatever needs to be released will be attracted to this magnet. Definitely feel this on the shoulders and IET. That is where we hold the shoulds, which makes a lot of sense. Did anyone else feel that huge release? You can massage your shoulder. We're really going to be focusing. Oh, yeah. On our... And a reminder that, some of these things might not even be ours. They could be ancestral, past life. Is that something you believe in? Societies. Good. No. Okay, what can we do here? I'm going to use a new technique. We are taking this ball of energy I just created. We're going to push it gently and lovingly in the shoulder. So you might feel something in your shoulder. Oh, wow. It has the image to think about this is kind of like a time released capsule. So we put this energy into the body and it takes what it needs and it slowly and gently and lovingly continues to work until you no longer need this energy, and then it just dissipates. And so we're putting this here on our shoulds to help break us free from these beliefs of these things that we have to do at a certain time, or we don't get to be a beginner, or maybe we don't like to be a beginner. I'm feeling some emotion come up, so I'm just holding it. It's coming from the heart and the throat. Feels good. So now we're going to do the other shoulder. Big release there. I haven't even done the other shoulder yet. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be pushing this into our left shoulder. We're just letting it take its time. Oof. And a reminder, we get to be imperfect. You are perfectly imperfect the way you are right now. I am someone who can find it challenging to be a beginner and to be bad at something for the first time or the first 300th time. So this is really just taking away pressure, taking away this idea of a timeline, of the shoulds, and allowing things to progress naturally. There is beauty in this, that wobble time. I really, truly believe that there's nothing better than a beginner's mind, because you get to be so creative. And we rob ourselves of that beauty of being able to synthesize all of this information that we have into creating our own like repertoire, putting our own flavor on things. Oh, my shoulders feel very warm. That good? Yes. Okay. And so if you have something, maybe perhaps during the intention you thought of something that you would like to allow yourself to be a beginner at, to enjoy that wobbly time, or perhaps something came to you now, or maybe you're still just open, I would like for you to think about that thing, or just hold space for yourself, just like calmly breathe. Oh, this is a funny story. So I was a child who did not crawl. I just like walked one day. And when I went to a gym, I don't know, 10 years ago, I had to do one of those like assessment tests where a personal trainer just like assess you for health fitness. And he goes, "Wow, it looks like you've never crawled a day in your life." And I was like, "What?" I didn't even know this at the time, that I wasn't a crawler. And he's like, "You lack," I mean, he definitely did not have any bedside manner. He's like, "You definitely lack all the muscles of someone who's ever crawled." And besides being like kind of upset, it makes sense. Like when I went from just like, I don't know, existing to walking, I lost something beautiful there. And that's the joy of this like experimental stage. And we are allowing ourselves to see the importance of it right now. And I always say, I'm not trying to push you from A to Z. We're going from A to A and a half, A to B. And so we can just open the door to this. We can just see what it feels like to be a little bit more curious about being a beginner, being imperfect, showing up. It seems in the chat there's some fellow non-crawlers, so it makes sense we are all here together. Maybe our bodies are like, we just gotta go for it. And yeah, we need to maybe take a little bit more time. So again, think back to that thing you possibly want, or that just let's hold some stillness here, some silence. And now let's think. Let's get creative. Let's put our little hats on. What would it feel like to be a beginner at something, to allow yourself to take the time you need? Oof, oof. I feel that for myself. I'll let you think about that. What would that feel like? And now I thought I forgot what I was going to say. 1 second. What do you hear? What statement, what excuse, if any, you might not anymore, it might be, I don't know, do you hear when you say, I get to have this time? Do you hear any voice that's like, well, that's not right? You're the best, so you have to be the best. So you don't get to try, you just have to do. That's kind of like what I hear. But, yours might be different. It might be a feeling. Just be curious about it if you'd like. If not, don't. Just continue breathing. Starting to feel some space. And now let's ask if that's true. Is that true? Someone's was, you will miss the deadline. Well, yes, deadlines do exist, but is there always a deadline? Is there really a deadline? Is it our self-imposed deadlines or society's? We're going to do a little fun visualization exercise before we start winding down. And of course, there are no right answers. No pressure. We are just being curious together and sending energy to ourselves at this time. Like always, be gentle with yourself. I always find, side note, like the first thing I always think of, I get tight and I get judgmental about. And that's okay. That's very normal. And then I'm like, okay, we don't have to be judgmental about this. Let's be curious. And so, if it feels good, I would like for you to imagine smashing a clock. It could be a hourglass. It could be, I keep picturing like those types of clocks that are in schools. Just like that white background with those thick black lines. It could be a cuckoo clock. It could just be this like maybe this timeline that you put pressure on yourself for something. And I want you to, wad it up, throw it away. You can light, visualize lighting a match to it, stomp on it if it feels good to you. You always have your own will to do whatever you'd like. Ooh, a baseball bat. That sounds really nice. And then we're just, wherever that goes, we're asking the angels to release that. We've crumpled it up, we've done something, if we've done something, and then we're letting that go to the angels. And then we're just clearing that scene, that vibe. You can imagine bright white light. And now you get to imagine whatever you'd like. Maybe you can imagine a seed growing and its lifestyles. I like to think of a tree in times like this. They have their own growth patterns. Sometimes there's years that are stunted, sometimes they grow really big. You can imagine writing your own timeline that has no dates, just maybe ways you feel. Or maybe you can think about that thing you want that you are now open to allowing yourself to be imperfect and a beginner with and to take time with. And you just hold it in front of you and imagine it. Get excited. How can you fail at this? How can you creatively fail? How can you do something a little bit different? I don't know. Okay. I'm about to ground us. How is everyone feeling? Good. Okay. Nice. You can, again, just feel your body, feel where you're sitting. And again, we are not trying to move mountains here. We are just open. We are just curious. We thank our energy for supporting us at that. Okay. I want you to see a bright white light at the base of your spine. It's warm. That light fills into your pelvis. It goes down your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles. It pools in your feet. And then your feet open up, and then two thick roots go down, 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 down into the center of the earth. And then we are going to wrap ourselves in another bubble of light filled with earth energy and angelic energy, and it's swirling together. Okay, we're good, yes. We thank the earth, we thank our spirit team for being with us today, for guiding us, helping us shift, release what we need to do, and please allow this to continue to, work, shift, heal, release, integrate in a way that, again, is right for you and your mind, body, and spirit in a gentle, soft, loving way. We thank each other for showing up. We thank ourselves for showing up, for being here, for doing this work. And we're just so grateful. You can say a little gratitude to yourself, to this community, to the earth. Okay, I'm going to disconnect our energy. Send your energy back to you. Call my own energy back to me. I'm going to pull a card if I find one. But how do you feel? Yay, it's so good to see you too. There we go. Here we go. We're going to use the Sacred Traveler deck. Right now, as the time of filming, it is about to be spring, and spring is all about the new beginnings, new creation, that like that fire, that spark. And this is a good reminder for us that, we want it. We want to go. And also we get to take our time. It gets to unfold how it gets to unfold. Oh my gosh. This is like all the things I need to hear, but like ignore. So like, trust me, I understand. And you can also be like, this is annoying. I don't want to do that. That's fine. Okay, what message do you have for us, universe, before we go out and live our lives, go and do the things we want to do? Whew. Ooh, wise leader. You are a beacon for others. She has that fire in her hand. It's really not focusing. A staff. Okay, let's see what it's going to give us today. I don't know, maybe some of the things we're working on is being a leader ourselves and allowing ourselves to step into that. You are a leader. You carry a wisdom and radiance that inspires others. Even if you're not always aware of the depth of wisdom within you, it's emerging by leaps and bounds. This is time to step into your power and take a role of leadership. You're ready. Grab the reins. Make decisions. It's okay if you're not 100% sure. Make decisions anyway. It's what a leader does. The sacred traveler wants you to know, on the journey, it's easy to tell who the leaders are. They have an inner grace and strength that glows from within. Others travel on the pathways that the leaders have created. The wise leader holds up the flame as a torch for others in the darkest night, but the leader also listens to the beat of their own drum. Grab the reins of life on your terms. Don't live to please and appease others, all those shoulds we just released, to the detriment of your own needs. This is not what a leader does. Live without regrets. That's making me emotional. Live by your own rules, your own timeline. It can be scary in our society, but you've got it within you. I'm so proud of you, my wise leaders, going against the grain, being yourselves. Ooh, we got some leadership energy. I love it. Friends, it was so lovely to spend these past 36 minutes together. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your March or whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next first Thursday of the month.